We took the Jeep out yesterday and got it pretty damn dirty. Now I'm going to tell you why. For quite a while we've known about this ring of cars out in the prairies in South Dakota. It's a fair distance from Rapid City. We left on an early February morning about 9 a.m. and we didn't reach the site until well after 12:30. You go on the highway for some distance, but then you gradually get on roads that turn worse and worse and worse as you're going. Eventually you get to the site by arriving on a road that's, well, it's basically a cow path. Now the site is in a very open area, and it's some distance from the Black Hills. It's worth noting that in South Dakota there's a spot that is the furthest spot in America away from any McDonald's, and this isn't far from there. What we did is we took off, and as you can see from the video, the Jeeps got muddier and muddier as we went along, and you'll also notice that the road has quite a bit of sliding and slipping to it. We knew where this was because we had located it on the GPS photos, which you'll see at the end of the video. So it was a matter of marking the GPS and then finding roads that were supposed to go there and then laying out a track to follow those roads. Although it's a large site, it's 1,500 feet across. In the vastness of that prairie, it's really quite small. There's not much there, and most of the roads out there are basically dirt tracks. Some of them are well traveled because the ranchers have their cattle out there, but some aren't, and depending on where you go, the road may not be much of a road at all. They are marked, and it is for the most part, or at least some part, it's BLM land. There is a mix of private land out there, and as long as you stay on the road, you'll be all right. When you actually go to the site, you need to walk. You can't drive right to it because there's no road. So that's something to bear in mind. Incidentally, the day we went out there, as you can see from the videos, the sky becomes darker and cloudier, and by mid-afternoon when we left, which was shortly after 2 p.m., after having spent about an hour and 15 minutes on the site, and another 3 hours back to Rapid City, it was well after dark when we got back, and we were in a snowstorm. So when we pulled in about 8 p.m., we were all pretty tired, and it had been a really long day. But overall, we felt it was worth it, and it's very interesting. The cars were great to look at, and we hope you enjoy this video as well. So without further ado, we'll show you the pictures we took.
He's making a video.
I'm making a video, you guys, so I'll smile, huh? All right. Well, here's the trail. Going like that.
What kind of smell did you like?
That's kind of a two-track. You got to walk in. Not bad for the dogs. They like it. All right.
There we go.
Hey. All right. Those people are really kind of slow. You're gonna make it, though. It's about a half-mile walk down to the first ring here. So, from a very slippery, awful, muddy road. Maybe if the closer to summer, the road wouldn't be so muddy.
Back when this was a bomb and you're using it, you why this all looked the same.
Yeah, well, it looks like all looks the same now.
Well, and back then there was no road or nothing either.
Yeah.
No fence line.
Well, I wouldn't exactly call this a road.
No.
All right. Here we are out in the middle of this ring of cars that's out in western South Dakota. We could say that's somewhere between Sioux Falls and Wyoming. These are old cars that were set up in South Dakota. We don't know why, but it's a ring of cars. If you look at them we'll post a picture of these on Google Map. But we've counted about 70 cars here. And most of them seem to date from the late 30s to the mid 40s. We suspect this had something to do with World War II bombing practice or navigation practice or something like that. Ellsworth Air Force Base is a fair distance from here, but if you're flying a bomber, this is probably where they would cover in their training missions to come out in this desolate area of South Dakota. There is no road here. Normally it would require you to walk in unless you've got a nice vehicle. So we'll go up and take a look at some of these vehicles closer and try to figure out what year they might have been made. That looks like something out of that one looks like it's out of the late 40s. Just continue on through here. Alright. The cars were originally set up in a ring, and as I swing around here, you'll be able to see the ring and the cars. I don't know if they were originally painted or what, but they are white. That seems like it was painted to make it a little better navigation aid. Like I said, this is out. Right. These cars appear to date mostly from the late 30s. So we'll swing back and look this other direction for a while. Alright. Now we're going to walk up to the top of the ring. Swing around so you can see the cars off in the distance there. Alright. See, like I said, we did count them. There's 70 cars here, more or less. All right. Okay. These are all government cars. They're probably, who knows, from when. All right. And go to the center of the ring now. Now we're standing in the center of the crosshairs. You can see there's a row of cars going down the hill there. And then there's an outer ring of cars. There. And then as we continue around, there's a row of cars that go up the hill here. You can see the cars on the horizon. Okay. Now the outer ring here is 1,500 feet across. This ring appears to be about 150, 160 yards. We believe this was either a navigation aid for pilots from the air base, which is Ellsworth Air Base nearby, or it was for bombing practice, although I doubt if they used real live bombs here. I'm sure they used just dummy bombs to see how close to the center of this ring they could come. As part of their training. Alright, there you go. We'll move up here and look at some of these cars more closely. These old cars have been pretty much stripped of anything of value to the war effort, including all the chrome, or virtually almost all the chrome. Looks like they left a doorknob there, or a door lock. And the heavy items like the engine and the transmission and the drive shaft, rear end, and all of that stuff is gone. So there's not really much left on these cars, but they are relics of a real bygone era. You can see there's not much left in there. We'll move up to another one here. Here's another car that been virtually stripped and dumped. Again, like the others, most of the heavy metal parts have been removed, probably because they recycled them during World War II. I'm having trouble figuring out the brands of these cars. Most of these were probably government-owned vehicles that had been used and retired from service. Okay, we're going to look at some still photos here. These are a little more clear than some of the videos, and you can kind of see what the inside of these various automobiles look like. In this case, it's some bullet holes. It's hard to tell what the cars were. Most everything is, anything that would be identifiable is gone. We think they're government cars because they didn't have any radios, which was a luxury back in this day. As you can see, there's no radio there. Anyway, they're kind of neat. Looks like some animals have been inhabiting some of them. We're not sure if they were painted at one time, or at least what color they were painted. There is one white one, which would suggest they were brightly painted for a while, which again would suggest that the site had something to do with navigation aid. Most of these vehicles still have their gauges inside, which I think is kind of interesting. That's one reason why we think this site ought to be protected. But we particularly like this car. It looked cool. Anyway, if you like this video, please click like, and we do post these occasionally on our website. The link is right here. So we hope you enjoy it. Take care. Now we've recorded ourselves.
Oh, okay.
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 And now you look really cold. Have you ever been here before?
No.
You know I'm interviewing you for a YouTube video.
Are you?
Yeah.
To do something stupid.
No, actually I had several of these. We're going to do a video of this.
Yes.
Okay. And you're going to be arrested for being on government.
Stealing federal property.
What are you talking about? Ooh.
That's how it works.